Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. As you know, I'm doing a troll army for Age of Sigmar, which is going to be 1,000 points. I've slightly deviated off that because rather than having 12 troll figures in the army, I decided to try and use most of the stuff I got in my stash towards it. Now, there are 3 new figures that I've had to buy, which you could argue is the same as buying 3 new trolls, but these just give a bit of variation to the points, so I can use them and split them up rather than just have to have 3 trolls for a certain value. I can have one of these figures for a smaller value, so that it kind of fills that little gap. So these guys you've seen before, they're 3 of the 6 trolls I've already painted. But what I thought I'd do in this video is just show you the other figures that will make up the 1,000 points for my army. So I'll show you the first 2 figures that I bought from Games Workshop. So here they are. These are called gorges. Basically, I think they've got a jaw that apparently they can dislocate or whatever to actually eat or whatever, or extend to eat. And I think that's the whole thing behind their name, that they just have an insatiable appetite, and of course they're looking to eat the bad guys, which would be anybody opposing them. So you get 2 in a pack. So these are the first figures that I managed to get to add to my trolls. As you can see, I've sprayed them black, and I've just done their first coat of flesh colour. They need another coat, and then I can start doing the highlighting and the washes similar to what I did to the trolls, but obviously they will remain this paler grey type colour. So that's the first 2. Then I'll now show you the leader of this troll army, who originally it was going to be Biggin, my ogre, but I decided I needed another hero type character, so here's the next guy. So there we are. So this is like an ogre hunter, just a hero to add to my 1,000 points, so then I can link the 2 armies together and have Biggin leading the ogres and this guy leading the trolls and the gorges as well. Quite a nice figure in the resin again. What I like about this guy is he's got 2 spears on his back, so he can actually throw stuff. So he's got ranged attack, but also he does come with a crossbow, which goes across his back as well. So the ogre stuff, or my ogres, they've got some shooting capability, but not much. So he will add just a little bit more, and you certainly add something to the trolls because they've got none at all. So I know that my son's got flying things within his army, and of course they can just be flying around the board, and they can shoot as well, and he's got shooting stuff. So if I was to put my trolls up against them, they would suffer a lot, because he could just stand back and not have to come into combat with me, which makes sense for him, because he doesn't want to go into combat with trolls. So I needed something that could try and pick off some of his shooty stuff. So I'm really pleased to have this figure. As you can see, it's just in the base resin at the moment. So that's the leader. Now the next figure is one that I had from my stash, and I've had him for some time, and this just gave me an opportunity to get him painted up. Okay, I've had to try and put some more light on this one, because he's sprayed all black, and so you weren't seeing much of the detail. I've had to pan out a bit as well. So this guy is in fact one of the old Warhammer giants. I'll just put one of the trolls next to him so you can see how much bigger he is. There you go. So quite a big lad, really. So he's actually called an owl guzzler now, which I think is an excellent name. And what I'm going to try and do is get a tankard or some barrels or something for him to be carrying. And I was thinking of trying to have like a a tube coming from one of the barrels and coming over his back into his mouth or something, so he can be supping on some ale whilst he's bashing people. But yeah, so he's actually classed as they call them behemoths now. I think the term used to be monster. So he's the other one that will make up for my points in the troll army, and will be a useful addition to the whole ogre army that I've got. I'm a bit concerned about painting him. Obviously, he's going to be like a pale flesh, and just doing so much flesh on one figure is going to be a bit of a challenge. But at the same time, I'm really looking forward to having him on the board, having him finished, because he's been in the loft for possibly 12 months. So it'd be really cool just to utilise him, and again, I've not spent any more money on this particular army, so I'm quite happy with that. So there we are. That's just a quick update on the figures that will form my troll army, and so you know where I'm going with this, and hopefully what will be completed soon as part of this project. Okay, thanks for watching.